Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Eternal Flames. My name's Blaze. So if you're here for a tutorial, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you that after I say the reason why there are no tutorials on my channel about Mega Blocks is they're rehashes of original blocks. Therefore older tutorials hopefully should serve for the newer parts. Okay, so what are we going over today? We're going over rotors. Not helicopter blades, rotors. So why do I say that? Well, it's because these rotors have a very interesting mechanic. I can put them anywhere. Look at that. I can put to the left, I can put to the right. These things are amazing in all the right ways. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and purchase me another one. Movement. There we go. And fantastic. Awesome. So, what are the purpose of rotors? How do they work? How do they function? And why would you want to get them? Okay, well, to answer your questions, first off, how you get them. They're over here, right by the wheels, and right by the rudders. The rudders are now tier 4 along with airfoil, or aerofoil, and they're right here. They're even right below legs, so perfect place. Tier 5 starting off, so about your midway piece, which is awesome. This is great for people who've had some time to get used to stuff. Okay, so let's go over some ups and downs really quick. The nice part about this is it gives us a new form of flight, which is really awesome. The bad news is it's not so great with weight. You're probably going to want to redesign already existing blimps to kind of fix this, and you can armor them up a bit, you know, it's perfectly fine, but these are a great way to maneuver and get stuff going around. So we'll go more into details there. So okay, so why can I put these on the side? Can I stick them on the bottom? Yeah, you can stick them on the bottom, you can stick them in any direction you want. And the reason why is these use a different principle of lift contrary to the foils. The foils will drive you forward, these will drive you in the direction that they are facing. On top means up, left means left, right means right, so on and so forth. So, anything I should tell you before we go into battle? Yes, there is some major weight issues. You're going to want a light vehicle overall. However, this isn't to say that you can't be a little bit more tanky than your casual blimp. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's go right into practice, like always, and I'll show you guys a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got this bad boy in here. We can go left and right using these blades, see? And what we've done is we basically made something that turns instead of tilts because of the side blades. They're a lot more durable than foils. They're a lot nicer than just helium because you can actually maneuver with these. And if you notice while I'm pressing the space bar, I am actually moving upward. Now, it still does run off a tilt mechanic. If I did not have those two pieces on the side, I would be tilting left and right as well as turning. So just like a normal chopper, what you can do is you can kind of turn yourself like this and then correct yourself and then press forward or whatever the case is. Depending on how the tilt is, you're going to get better direction different ways. Now right now I do not have a super fast or super speedy machine. You can fix this with thrusters. Thrusters will help you. However, keep in mind that rotors have drag. What do I mean by drag? Aerofoils don't have a lot of drag, therefore they can move really fast, really far, really quick. Helium has drag because it's a block that's only purpose is to go straight forward, up. You know, it's just going up. On the contrary, same thing can be said with rotors. If the rotor is not facing the direction you're going, it's going to instead slow you down in that direction by pushing air in a different direction. What do I mean by pushing air? Well, basically it's pushing air in the opposite direction that it's in. If we had only put a rotor on the left, we would have had a definite left turn. Okay, so what are some ups, some downs? What can I really point out? What can really help you guys build a good chopper? So, if you notice, I stopped hitting the jump button. I am slowly descending. It's similar to if you overdid a hover blade. It does level out at some point if you can help it, and it generally stays above ground. This means that there is a weight issue. Even if I design this baby a little bit differently, there's a definite problem with weight. You've got to be careful about that. This means that lighter vehicles will travel a little bit faster, a little bit higher, a little bit better, but they're also more vulnerable. This also means, however, that if you have enough blades, or if you have higher tier blades, you're going to ascend faster, or left, right, forward, you get the idea, in the direction that the blade is facing, a little bit better as well, with better weight. Downside, compared to like planes, you don't have speed. This is not a speed type build. It's not gonna work. On the contrary, what's a good upside? It's got great control. Look at this. I can easily turn this, and I'm going pretty much the direction I want. I can easily set myself up. I can actually control my altitude a bit better. It's a lot easier for just that brilliant control. Oh. Okay, so another downside. They're big. They're big, they're bulky. It's a similar problem with the legs. They take up a lot of room. This means that there is going to be a definite cap to how many of these you can fit on your machine in higher tiers, or even in lower tiers. Look at this. I had to, in order to get my blades set perfectly, offset my blades by putting a couple blocks just outside the reach of the original propeller. It's a great way to do it, but if you notice that one propeller is heavily vulnerable, it's going to be taken down if I'm not careful. Upside, they're more durable than airfoils right off the bat. Downside, yeah, you're kind of a sitting duck if you're not careful. Okay, so aside from this, what kind of machines can you build? What can you mix them with? What do I recommend for weaponry? Weaponry, I recommend everything, with one exception. Sorry, railgun guys, leave them home. They ain't gonna work very well on this machine. This machine is too unstable. Even when I stop, the wobble itself is too inconsistent. Even if you could fix the wobble problem, there is a definite descent right now. If you could somehow max your thrust going up, I mean just the lift, absolutely. It might be possible to use railguns, and I have seen railguns on, airfoil planes, but I can't recommend this for new people as far as your railguns. On the contrary, everything else, beautiful. You have plenty of control with hover and everything else. You could be a medic chopper, you could be SMG heavy. You can see I'm using plasma, so I'm a bomber. By all means, I am a bomber, and I'm a nasty one too. You could easily gain more and more control if you know how to build this. You can also add foils to this, you can add legs to this. That's right, you can add legs. Make yourself a chopper that crawls and then, quickly escapes to the air. There's no real limits to what you can do with this. I could say you can add wheels. The only thing I recommend you don't use is hover blades. Hover blades will murder your chopper and limit your height. Another downside is it has a lower ceiling than airfoil. So this means that compared to a normal blimp or compared to a plane, it's not going to go as high. There is a limit, which means, if you notice, I can survey the battleground. I can hit pretty much almost anywhere, but I'm a better sitting duck for my enemy. Okay, so we've gone over ups and downs, we've gone over everything. Time for me to kind of call out you guys and see if you guys can rise to the challenge. I said railguns should be left at home. Prove me wrong. show me you can make a machine so awesome that rail cannons can even, or rail guns can even work on those things. Okay? On the contrary, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment. If you dislike this video, hit that dislike button, but tell us why. Seriously, tell us why. We want to know why we screwed up, and if we screwed up bad enough, we'll remake the video. We seriously will. Like, we have no problems, you know, addressing our failures. If you really like this video, come to our channel. We've got lots of tutorials on all kinds of things, from Minecraft, Robocraft, and we're discussing other things. If you don't care to subscribe to the channel, we've just got the Robocraft tutorial. Go check out more tutorials. Maybe find out something you didn't already know, or maybe get a tip. Hopefully they're helpful to you guys. Okay, well, that's it. My name's been Blaze. Thank you for coming by. And just remember, get to the chopper! Later, everybody. And I'm gonna hunt you down like Tropical Thunder. Or Jungle Strike. I'm not even sure people remember Jungle Strike. Old. Oh, you're not gonna get old. You're good. Whee! Oh, beautiful. Scorpion turned into a crab. Come back here, crab. I'm having me a sweet, sweet dinner.